A little appreciation and honesty go a long way. Am I the asshole for putting a fancy restaurant on blast after a terrible experience? So, my wife and I recently went to what is considered one of the fanciest restaurants in our hometown. We were celebrating her birthday and had invited a couple of friends to join us. The evening, however, was a disaster from start to finish. I'm now getting flack for leaving a review that called them out, and I'm wondering if I'm the asshole here. First off, when the waitress brought out the wine, half of the glasses had lipstick prints on them. And I don't mean actual lipstick, just the greasy outline of where someone's lips had been. I politely pointed it out and the waitress took the glasses back, only to return with more. No apology, just a quick swap. When I asked about the prints, she simply said, "It's hard to get those off sometimes." Excuse me? At a place that charges as much as this one does, I expect clean glasses. Next, my steak came out overcooked. I ordered medium rare, but it was definitely medium well, maybe even well done. I sent it back. The chef, yes, the chef, came to our table with a knife in hand. He stood there cutting into the steak right in front of me saying, "This is cooked perfectly." He refused to replace it, saying that was how they serve medium rare. I was flabbergasted. I've been eating steak my whole life. I know what medium rare looks like. He wasn't rude, but his attitude definitely had an air of, "You don't know what you're talking about." I had to eat a steak I didn't enjoy. The worst part was my wife's dish. She ordered a fish entree as she doesn't eat meat, but she found what looked like a fleck of bacon mixed in. She doesn't mind fish, but pork or beef is a no-go for her. When we called the waitress over, she went to get the chef. Again. The chef came back, placed the plate in front of her and said, "That's pepper, not bacon. There's no bacon in this dish." He flat out refused to replace it. She refused to eat it, so her food just sat there the rest of the night, untouched. When the bill came, they had the audacity to charge us for my wife's meal, even though she didn't eat a bite. I told them I wouldn't be paying for it. The manager then told me that if I didn't, they'd have no choice but to call the police because that would be considered theft. At that point, I just wanted to leave, so I paid for everything, but I was fuming. And that's not even the end of it. Service was slow. Getting drink refills took forever. The appetizers, which were served family style, were not evenly spread out across the table, so we had to serve ourselves and pass the plates around. And the noise level, way too loud for a fancy place. Not to mention the lack of parking. I had to walk 3 blocks just to get to the restaurant. So I went home and wrote a scathing review detailing everything. I laid it all out. The dirty glasses, the overcooked steak, the bacon in my wife's dish, the slow service, the ridiculousness of the chef coming to our table twice and refusing to fix anything. I thought I was just being honest, but now people are giving me grief, saying I'm being too harsh or that I could have handled it better. Am I the asshole for putting the restaurant on blast? I feel like I was telling the truth about a terrible experience. What else was I supposed to do? Just let it go?